All right, so this is the spring 2024 version of the summer snowboard, and this is the sickest looking one of all. And check this out. Look at how far this thing can lean. Look at that. So I'm going to take it for a spin real quick, and then I'll tell you a little bit about it. So here we go. Got some wind. Slow me down. So we got here is the G-bomb deck. We're set up with aluminum angle to make our brackets, and I got some nice little covers made to keep it all neat looking. So these trucks, these summer snowboard trucks are progressive steering, which means they start at a really low angle, but the further you lean, the more responsive the turning gets. So by the time you lean a lot, you actually get some really crazy turns. And so it's got kind of two things contributing to how tight of a turning radius can get. It's got the fact that it can lean an insane amount, and it's got the fact that it's got this progressive steering action. So just as its kind of base pivot angles, it's got something really low. I don't know what the angles on this guy are. But it's probably something like 10 degrees in the rear and maybe like 20 in the front. So normally those would be too low to be really carvy, but this thing can carve it up. So these trucks are all, right now they're being handmade. Oh yeah, so how it works is it kind of, you can kind of almost think of it as a backwards truck. It's got a bushing where the pivot cup would normally be, and where the bushing would normally be, it's got instead two pivots. And basically that means it's got two mechanisms going on, and that second mechanism is what makes it so the steering is progressive. So that's the Cliff's Notes version. You can see here, right now the base plate is kind of made out of it's laser cut steel, and then it's all bent on a vise, which is what those marks are for. So it's all handmade. One of the next steps is going to make it so that the hanger is laser cut. Right now it's just cut off on a bandsaw, and it's actually just rolled sheet to make a tube for the axle to go into. And it's just a bolt for the axle. So it's all just handmade stuff right now. But it may be handmade, but it rides pretty legit. So I'm not sure how close we are to having some for sale for people, but they would be these handmade versions still for the foreseeable future. And we'll see where we end up, but for now, like this thing is just totally sick. So there we go. I also wanted to show just how much it does turn. So when I lean all the way over, you can see I've got some turning out of the rear, but this front is just really cranked over, and that's going to turn a really tight circle. So yeah, This thing is just nuts. So there we go. Longboard technology. Over and out.